You speak from the beginning.
My question is, I noticed that whenever I'm having conversation with people, I lose the watchfulness, and when I talk, I will be talking like a clown. There was a lot of action, a lot of expression, but there was no watchfulness. There was no awareness. So my question is, how to remain centered and watchful, and maybe perhaps mindful when I'm having conversation with people?
So, how you are differentiating mindful and watchful?
I feel they are the same.
Thing is that our whole environment around us, our educational system, our school, colleges, our family, society, even our religion, there is nothing like watchfulness. From the very beginning, we are not taught to be watchful, because everyone is lost. So who will teach? Everyone is lost in the outside world. Everyone is lost in the sense organs, pleasure of sense organ, sense aggrandizement. So the whole outside world is so alluring. We become so greedy for that. And being watchful is not so attractive for an immature mind, because there is so much to grab outside, so much to hoard, so much to possess, to make ours, that we are totally lost in that pursuit. But as you grow, if you are becoming little intelligent, little mature, then you will realize that if you are lost in, if you are just running after things, running after people, running after pleasure, and in that obsession, that pursuit, you have lost yourself, then you have lost everything. Because the real important thing is the runner, the driver, the master within. If you are not watchful, if you are not conscious, you have lost the master. You have lost the owner. You may be owning many things, but the owner is lost. Your car may be going very fast, but the driver is asleep or is unconscious. Your horse may be going very fast, running for all kind of pleasure, but the rider is intoxicated. So if the watchfulness is lost, then you are like a drunkard. you are alcoholic, you will have a very imbalanced life, very a life without any harmony, any music. Because your nature, you are consciousness, you are nothing else other than consciousness. If consciousness is taken away, then you are a dead log, a dead body. Who is enjoying all those pleasures? Who is experiencing everything? It is the consciousness. And that is your very nature. Once you have lost it, or you have become forgetful of it, that's why the whole process is of self-remembering or self-actualization, realization, recognition. So, once you have lost touch with it, or you have become forgetful of it, that is like the fire has lost its ability to burn, or the water has lost its ability to make things wet. Then it is everything is lost. That's why Socrates said, know thyself first. Because everything else is secondary. If even you are lost, then you have nothing. You have lost everything. That's why Heraclitus said, physician, heal thyself first. Before you start serving others, first you have to serve yourself. First you have to know who you are. First you have to become healthy. Only then you can heal others. So, if you are, this is natural that we will be going out. If from the very beginning meditation is taught, then there is a possibility we may not lose it. But if you have lost it, and you have become aware that you have lost it, then your whole energy should move in that direction. It's like the fish is out of the water. So once fish is aware that it is out of water, it will not waste its time in other thing. It has to regain its water. Its ocean or lake, whatever, where it was living. Because its life is without water, it has no life. But only when you have lost something, you can understand its value. Then those people who have lost it and they are not able to, still they are not restless for it. If they have no burning desire to know themselves, that means they are just totally retarded. Because if you are not the master of your emotions, your thoughts, your feeling, your mood, your sense organs, then you are a house full of chaos. You are a house which is very disorderly. We try to forget it. We try to escape from our state, inner state, which is like we have become sick or we have lost everything. So we try, then the mind invent another way that get lost in something which is pleasurable. Forget it further. But that will increase your suffering and your misery more and more. Once you become aware of your real nature, that is your light, that is your inner light. Only that can give you direction. What is the right direction for you, where to move. Otherwise, without this inner light, you are a ship without radar. You cannot have a right direction. Why you are moving your head?
Yes, Swami.
So, what you were saying, say again.
When I am having conversation with people, I tend to, the watchfulness will be lost and I will be speaking without the watchfulness, and I will be like a clown, a lot of expression, a lot of like, it's very unconscious. Then, yeah.
This is bound to happen because even the so-called modern science, most of the, it's not that the science is it's not talking about consciousness, but that is not available for normal people. And it is very convenient if you are taught that there is no consciousness, or consciousness is just a byproduct of matter. Then you can live your unconscious life. You can just go on falling down. You can go on falling. And in being unconscious also there is pleasure. If you have to fall down, then you need not make any effort. If you have to go up, then then effort is needed. In the beginning, if you have become unconscious, then you will have to destroy all those patterns, those habits, which is making you unconscious. You need to become deprogrammed, which is arduous. And many of the school of psychology, they say we are just behavior. So we try to impress other by our behavior, by sweet behavior, by gestures, by all kind of expression. But our whole emphasis is always on the other, because even if you have lost yourself, you can become very successful in the world. And that is our purpose, our goal, that we have to become very successful. We have to show to others that we are superior than most of the people, or we are the number one. So once this disease enters inside, the disease of ambition, the disease to become number one, the disease to defeat all, then you will be lost more and more. But because that is recognized in society, that you get respect when you have become successful. You have lost yourself, but you have become successful. You have lost yourself, but you have become powerful. You have lost yourself, but you have money. So we are very ready to compromise, because even if you are conscious, society is not interested in that consciousness. So it is very convenient, very comfortable. It is paying to become unconscious, because once you are unconscious, it will be easy for you to be successful, because you can become very insensitive, you can become very cruel. If you are conscious, then you cannot become cruel. Then you cannot make your palaces on dead bodies of innocent people, of dead bodies of helpless people. But because the whole society, the whole world is going in that direction, and our education, our whole upbringing, our conditioning has made us into sheep. Sheep will always follow the leader. It has no individuality, no intelligence of its own. It is always a blind follower. So, because you want to impress others, because everyone wants to influence others, that's why we have to create a personality. It is just to impress others. So when your goal, your motto, when your purpose is to impress others, then how you will be watchful, how you will be connected to your inner nature. So as long as you are interested in the other, you will remain lost. The balance has to be regained, that the subject and object, you have to be aware of both. But because you have lost the subject totally, so for a while you have to tilt the balance towards subject and be less interested in the object. Once you become totally conscious, then you will know that there is no difference. Subject and object it's a one reality. Your consciousness contains everything, the objective world and the subjective world both. But for that, first you have to become aware of this consciousness. Then you will know that in this ocean of consciousness, everything is contained. But because we follow all those movie stars and so-called celebrities, they are totally lost. They have become totally objects. They are only interested in impressing other, in influencing other. Because we follow them, so we also become like them. We are monkeys, imitators. So if you want to be watchful, if you want to be aware, then you have to give less importance to the outside world, to the people around. If you are very much interested, but that serves your vested interests. We want to be very secure, and these things give us security when we are we behave like politician all the time. If you are saying sweet things, then you become popular. But once you become aware that there is all the insecurity is in your mind, and life is insecure, whether you are surrounded by thousands of people, even if you are the most powerful man in the world, the richest man in the world, it is still insecure. So then what is the point to be afraid of insecurity? So if you have, what you said, you behave like a clown. So if you behave like a clown, you have worked very hard on that. That's why you behave like that. If you want to impress other, if you are just, what was the other word you said? You give your whole energy in expression and all those things.
Yes.
And that is because you want to influence others. That is, the whole world is doing that. That has become unconscious also, an unconscious habit. You have seen other people doing the same, so you are imitating them. But if you are just interested in impressing other, then you have lost all your dignity. Other is very important because you have lost yourself. Once you are centered in this consciousness, then other will have their place, but then they will have their right place. You will not give too much importance to them, because in reality there is no other. There is only one consciousness. All forms appear and disappear in this consciousness. Only in forms we are different. Otherwise, our thoughts, our emotions, our feeling, our mood, they are of the similar kind. And in everyone this consciousness is present. Once you have come to know your consciousness, then you will know that there is nothing like your consciousness or my consciousness. Consciousness is one. The light is not divided. Even if you put thousands of candles in a room, they will do the same thing to make the room lighted, and you cannot say that this light is coming from this candle, this much is the territory of this candle. It is the same thing. From every candle, their function is to make the room full of light. And you cannot say that from where this light is coming, which part of the light is coming from which candle. It will all merge and become one. So, only on the surface things look different. The waves are different, the bubbles are different, but the ocean is one. So if you are just wasting your time in impressing other, you will remain on the surface. You will never know your own depth. Once you have known your own depth, then you will know that only those people who have come to know their consciousness, only they are living significant life. Only in their life there is some meaning. Not some, there is meaning. Otherwise, everyone is a somnambulist, a sleepwalker. Is it clear?
Yes, very clear, Swami.
Anything more to ask, or it's enough for that?
On this, no more questions, Swami.
Okay.